Wu is my last guest this afternoon. We've had an amazing day. The CIO of Linkread from Hong Kong. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Please tell us a little bit about your company for those of you who don't know as much about it yet.
Sure. So we're based out of Hong Kong, and we're globally one of the largest commercial REIT. And we mainly operate shopping centers, and we are also in office buildings. And all properties are in Hong Kong, with also a few in mainland China as well.
And what are you most excited to share with people here at the conference this year?
Right. So, well, we're doing a lot of different things with technology. So, and one of the areas that I can talk about today is we're doing a lot of trials to try to engage with consumers, with customers, and I think that's an exciting area to explore.
Tell me something about these trials.
Sure. So, well, I guess. Well, first of all, we're not retailers ourselves, so it might sound a bit odd that we're doing this engagement with consumers, but especially in mainland China, according to Morgan Stanley's research, the cost of acquiring new customers is actually cheaper for physical retailers than for e-tailers. So it's about 20% cheaper. So we want to actually take advantage of that. And as landlord, I think there's an important role for us to play. So that's why we're trying different ways to engage with consumers in order to help our tenants acquire customers.
And how are you helping those tenants?
We tried a few different things. We developed our own loyalty and consumer app. So people can actually use the app to earn points as they shop in our shopping centers. And then they can pay for their parking when they leave through the app, or they can redeem for coupons and stuff using the app. And at the same time, we also engage with customers through social media platforms like WeChat in mainland China. And we've also, in addition to that, also explored using third-party loyalty platforms. So in one of the centers, people can actually earn points by simply coming to the center. They don't even need to buy. They just walk in, and we have geofencing technologies that detect them and give them points. So we're trying all these things to see which one works best.
So far, through your tests, have you learned anything valuable?
Yeah. Surprisingly, what we have learned, one thing is, regardless of technology or the platform, what's really important is the participation and integration with tenants themselves. Right. So, for example, in mainland China, we're able to actually integrate with their POS system. So we actually hook up our loyalty system with the POS, so that when you shop, you can just present the app at the cashier, and you earn the point right away there on the spot. And then you can, again, spend the point for parking and stuff. So it's very seamless. And this kind of seamless experience really helps to drive traffic and encourage spending at the center.
I see. And do you find that for your bottom line, customers are choosing to work with your company because you're adding this value of all of these customer and consumer engagement strategies?
We believe so. Well, to us, customers means two things, the consumers as well as the tenants, right?
Sure.
So for consumers, as I said, it's the seamless experience that at least encourage them to come more to our centers. And then for the tenants, it's actually a value-added service. So I think that works quite well.
What are some of the messages from RealCom 2018 that are really resonating with you? What are the themes that you're seeing at this year's show that you're going to take home with you and really giving you food for thought and new ideas?
Right. There's a lot of talking about cybersecurity. That's a big theme, and particularly because there are a lot of IoT devices going on these days. We're installing tens of thousands of them in our different centers, so that's a big theme. And then consumer engagement, again, is a big theme. There are multiple forums on that topic, and I think different parties are trying different things, and we'd love to share with them and learn from them too.
Is the culture of the real estate technology business in mainland China very different from outside of it? Or what are some of the bigger cultural or ideological differences?
I actually don't see such a big difference. There are differences, but they're not big. In some parts, for some technologies, US and the Western world actually leads, and then in other things, China may be faster. So in consumer engagement, for example, it's a big thing in mainland China, and because of the way they work, so they're more willing to integrate with us. But things are changing even for in Hong Kong, for example. In Hong Kong, tenants are used to be very reluctant to integrate with us, but they are seeing the value now. So in one of our centers in Hong Kong, we're actually starting for the first time, also integrating with the POS system. So tenants will be giving us the turnover sales data on a daily basis, and they can do that through either direct integration with POS or submit it through our portal. So I think at the end of the day, everyone will be doing the same thing, just at different paces.
As you look out toward the next 3 years, what changes, what innovations do you really think will be taking place in your industry where you are?
Well, a few things. I think robotics. I think it's same here in the US as well. I spoke to a lot of peers here. It's very difficult to find the manpower. So, and a lot of repetitive things can be automated. And so robotics together with AI, I think, will help a lot. It's definitely not to say that we want to reduce headcounts. Our problem is we can't get enough people.
Right.
So it's much better to have the people to do more higher value things. So I think that's something that will really help us a lot.
Yeah. Any last thoughts about what we're seeing here at the show? Big ideas that you walk away with today?
Well, Realcomm is a really great platform, and I've been telling Jim and Howard too that I would love to bring this over to our part of the world as well. And I think more sharing on a global basis really help the industry.
Fantastic. Well, we're very glad that you're here sharing your ideas with us, and we'll look forward to what that collaboration leads to. Damien Wu, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Well, that